right, once again, we're doing inverse trig functions in this section, 6.1. And I need to go back and do a quick review of some stuff you did in college algebra, but I'm going to go through here and then I'm going to explain it in my own words and maybe it'll make more sense. I'm not sure if this makes a lot of sense or not, but we're going to go through it. All right, inverse functions start off by recalling that for any function f, every element x in the domain corresponds to one and only one element y in the range. Remember, for something to be a function in college algebra, it had to pass the vertical line test. Y'all remember that? If a graph passed the vertical line test, it was a function. In other words, every x could occur only once. All right, if point AB is on the graph of your function, there is no other point on the graph that has A as a first coordinate. That just means it's going to pass the vertical line test. Other points can have B as a second coordinate. However, since the definition of a function allows the range to be used more than once. So for a function, it passes the vertical line test. Your y's can repeat, but your x's cannot. That's what that says. If a function, now this is a special case, if a function is defined so that each range element is used only once also, then it is called a one-to-one function, which means it will also pass a horizontal line test. So that is a special class of functions, and the special class of functions will pass a vertical line test and a horizontal line test. Those functions are one-to-one. And the reason we need them to pass the vertical line test and the horizontal line test is because those one-to-one functions will have what we call an inverse function. The notation for inverse function is f with a little -1 on it. And what this inverse function does, it reverses your ordered pairs. It undoes what the original function did. So what this says is if xy is on the original function, then the inverse flip-flops the ordered pairs and puts the ordered pair yx onto your graph. Now please remember that this little notation does not mean 1 over your function. It represents the inverse function of f. And only a special class of functions, only one-to-one functions will have inverse functions. Okay? Now, that being said, all right, hold on, let me find my cute little graphs that I had.